toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. There he goes. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That's kind of a kick to the gut because you think. How can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets it past the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can beat. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Stein. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
They're going to run it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finds a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gamecocks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Let's go. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Grant in the backfield. It's Stein. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown Sooners! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Got it in the middle. It's Terry.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right on the money. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point makes it 28-0.
That makes this Oklahoma 28, South Carolina.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Terry. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds a man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they've talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a fourth down.
They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. He gets it in there for the 2, and he'll chop a couple off that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glenn. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
South Carolina.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He might want another play. Third down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
It'll be third and long. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch at the 25.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over Wyoming. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Kruger. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they're able to get him down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Touch pass on the run. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Powers through. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Terry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to Brown. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Right back to him on the ground. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Cole. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to scramble. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
South Carolina, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Back has it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.